that came to him named Naaman. Naaman was from Syria. Syria was the opposition. Syria and Israel had been at war many times, and yet somehow a Hebrew slave had made her way into the house that Naaman lived in, and Naaman had this incurable disease. And this Hebrew slave, like some people like to ask this question, like, well, how in the world is the guy in South America in the Amazon jungle gonna ever hear about Jesus? A Hebrew slave is in the enemy's house, and the enemy has an incurable disease, and this Hebrew slave, who should have hated being a slave, has compassion for her master and says, I know a guy. I know a guy. I know. Isn't it amazing that God always has someone to tell us about someone else that can get us to the light if we would just believe? And so she says, I know a guy in Israel. If you would have him pray over you, he could do this. He specializes in incurable. The bigger the better. He loves it. Naaman gets a royal entourage. His own king says, if it's possible that you could get healed, that's how valuable he was. Send the whole royal entourage with him. He rolls up on Elisha, and Elisha tells him, go dip 7 times in the Jordan River and you'll be healed. With some resistance because of a manly man's pride, like, well, I don't have to wrestle a bear. I don't have to swim across an ocean. What? This Jordan River, it's a dirty river. Why would I have to do that? And he says, just do it. And his servant has to talk him into it. Again, the servant's voice telling the master isn't it amazing? And he says, sir, if he would have asked you to do something incredible, you would have done it, but he's just asked you to dip in this river. We've come all this way. Why wouldn't you just do it? I'm trying to preach to somebody in here today. Why wouldn't you just do it? Why wouldn't you just do it? He gets off his chair, he dips 7 times in the river. On the 7th time he comes up. He's clean. He's healed. Why was it important for Elisha to reject Troy's bucket? Because healing of the incurable wasn't in Troy's bucket. What he needed for Naaman was in heaven from the Almighty who sits on the throne.